Welcome back to the Amateur Blind Cook channel. Today I made chocolate mousse with a secret ingredient. Find out how I made it. I made chocolate mousse for myself, but then I ate it in front of my coworkers, and my coworkers like, "What's that?" And I was like, "It's chocolate mousse." So now I'm making chocolate mousse for everyone at my job. I'm going to want 6 egg whites and 6 egg yolks separated, doubling up on the recipe. So I'm going to use 2.5 cups of heavy cream. We're going to want this to barely steam. We don't want it to boil, because if we boil, we mess up the cream, and we mess up the cream, we mess up the recipe. While the cream is heating up, go ahead and chop 14 grams of dark chocolate. Now, I'm not one of those blind men, right, that has a bunch of money for all these fancy talking thermometers. So I wanted the cream warm enough to melt chocolate, and the way I'm going to check is I'm going to stick my middle finger right there, this middle finger right here. I'm just going to that's ready. So just a little bit of chocolate at a time. I just realized I'm adding almost a pound of chocolate into this heavy cream, which was 2 cups, and each cup is 8 ounces. So a pound of cream, or a pound and a half of cream, and almost a pound of dark chocolate. I went ahead and melted in our chocolate into our cream, and to this mixture, I'm going to add in these vegetables. Now, just kidding. I'm going to add in some concentrated coffee. It was a little bit of water with 3 tablespoons of coffee syrup and a tablespoon of almond extract. But once everything's melted, you go ahead and just shut the heat. To my egg yolk mixture, I'm going to go ahead and add in 6 tablespoons of brown sugar and just whisk our egg yolks with our sugar. Now that our chocolate ganache is cold enough, I'm going to go ahead and add it into that egg yolk sugar mixture. And then you're going to get your egg white mixture. Slowly fold that in. In that bowl that we have the egg whites in, we're going to add in 2 cups heavy cream. We're going to make some whipped cream. Little by little, fold that in. Wrap it in saran wrap. I'm going to put it in the fridge. In 4 hours, I can top it with my secret ingredient. I have the heat on high, and the pan is warming up. But as the pan warms up, I'm going to go ahead and rub grass-fed butter and duck fat around the pan. So we're going to get this weird combination of like butter and like gamey fat. Like, oh, dude, I am excited. I have the secret ingredient right here. They are blue oyster mushrooms, brought to you by South Texas Farms. And we're just gonna go ahead and rip these petals away. What we want to do with these mushrooms is just give them some color. That butter, duck fat, and mushroom, like, it smells savory, but this is not going to be a savory topping. It's going to be a sweet topping. The cool thing about these blue oyster mushrooms, when sauteed, they give off like this, it's a wonderful nutty smell. I'm going to go ahead and add this to my mushrooms. And what I'm going to do is essentially cook off the water that's in the maple syrup, so it'll glaze the mushrooms a bit. I'm going to top it with some blueberries that I tossed in some of that maple syrup. Top it off with the shiitake mushroom. And there you go. That's the secret topping to my chocolate mousse. Oyster mushrooms. And that's how a blind person makes chocolate mousse.